This is another episode of UFO Garage.
I'm Ben.
And I'm Joe, and this is where we talk about UFOs, aliens, and all things weird.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Saw it.
What's up, man?
Virtual
What's this?
virtual podcast three times because we were on the What If Tomorrow podcast. I'm counting this as actually this is the fourth one that we've done.
No, you keep forgetting about the ones that we've done.
Oh yeah, well that was two. 5.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what? We got 2 more weeks?
Yeah, after the Christmas holiday.
Yeah,
for sure.
Like 2 more weeks before we get back at it in the studio. So.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, dude, I think we're gonna have some fun today. We got Boriska Kipriyanovich.
Oh, just.
Pretty crazy little story. We'll get into it. I want to hear your thoughts on it.
Yeah, dude.
I think, dude, we haven't gone through the Facebook stuff in a while. You want to go through some of those and just see what people been up to on the page, man?
Let's do it, dude.
Let's do it.
Cool.
All right. Let's see. All right, we're gonna start with
Lewis. Oh shit! I haven't heard from him in a while.
Oh man. Okay. New gravitational superhighway system discovered in the solar system. Dude, have you heard of this?
No.
It sounds pretty crazy. So it looks like, let's see, I pulled it up. Man, there's a lot of ads on this site.
Yeah,
usually when there's a lot of ads on a site,
oh my God.
I'm always like, I don't know if I can trust it.
I can't even scroll.
There's so much
Dude,
stuff.
they keep coming.
There's like a football one. There's like a Christmas one. There's like this clothing one. I'm gonna click on the wrong thing here in a second, dude. This is scary.
God, yeah. I'm not gonna click at all.
All right, so it talks about a new superhighway network, and like
these fucking ads. I don't like that we're advertising for them right now.
Are you clicking out of them?
I don't want. I'm scared to click anything.
I'm like watching you on my screen. It's so funny.
It's terrifying. Look at all this.
Shit.
We got boner pills. We got fucking Pitcairn. I don't know.
Dude, so anyways, dude, they're tracking like these. I guess they're like looking at like, let's see, they call them manifolds, invisible structures consisting of a series of connected arches. So I don't know if that's like gravity, like if they're like measuring this gravity or something, but like it moves in like these arch patterns. And they're saying it's like, let's see, from this little thing right here, it says the highways allow space rocks to travel through space faster than previously thought. For example, traveling between Jupiter and Neptune in under a decade. So that's pretty good. That's pretty crazy.
I don't know if that like the relevance of fastness, of speed of objects.
I don't either, but I would assume like from
celestial
from Jupiter. Yeah. So it's like, I don't know if it's like the way that the gravity is affected by like each planet, and there just so happens to be like this. You know how like on Finding Nemo, where like the turtles catch the current.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
But the whole ocean isn't like that. There's just like this current that's like flowing.
Yeah.
It's probably like that, dude.
Dude.
Where like, you know, like it probably arcs, like it starts going faster, and then it peaks, and then it slows down again. And
yeah.
you know. I don't know, but they were saying that, Jupiter to Neptune. I mean, what is that?
Dude, Neptune's one of those planets that I always forget exists. It's such a cool
That's
name.
like 3 planets away. So that's going from like Jupiter to like the planet before Pluto, dude. In like under 10 years? That sounds pretty good.
I mean, yeah. How fast do you think it... I guess it depends on how large the object that's traveling is, right?
I don't think they can tell yet. I think they've tracked like hundreds of thousands of objects like in the solar system, and they've just been watching how they travel. And then they were like able to, let's see, dynamical map of a zoomed in portion of the first image and another made using the same orbit, showing some of the paths and structures hidden within space flinging objects. So I guess they like made this map of like shit that was flying around, and they noticed a pattern. Dude. And they were like, whoa, the things that are flying in this pattern are moving faster than space around it.
Dude, if there was one of these sensors in my bathroom, it would be amazing to see. Just tracking shit flying around.
Yes.
Look, I love that visual. It's crazy. I love this idea of that there's like slipstreams or slipstreams in the air. Like there's something in the air in our atmosphere that air particles move a lot faster, and there's like little tubules basically. And then a step further, like, well, I guess in the ocean, like you were saying, and then in space, it only makes sense that would be like a fractal idea. So gravity itself. So this must be like a huge leap forward in understanding what gravity really is. If there's
I'm sure it helps.
Yeah.
For sure.
I could speculate all day. I mean,
me too.
But that's super cool.
This reminds me of another story. I didn't look into it or read it. I scrolled past and was like, oh, that looks interesting. And I just forgot to go back to it. But they were talking about how like space, like empty space is just, it's information, like it's actual information.
Yeah. Ooh.
Like dark matter and energy or whatever, like all the missing space that's gone, it's actually like information. What? And you can like decode it or some shit. I don't know. I have to look it up.
That makes me think that this whole thing is a matrix, dude. I think we're in a matrix, man.
It's something, man. It'd be cool if it was like a pinball machine. You know?
Like empty space?
You just get to like chill most of the day. But then like for a couple hours, like you just get ping-ponged around for a little while. Like that's kind of like life.
That is kind of like life, you know?
Life is just a big ass pinball machine.
If we're talking about
I am not the pinball wizard.
Oh, I'm so bad at pinball. Yeah, dude. The universe might as well be a freaking pinball machine, an archaic arcade. Oh, there you go. Game that requires a lot of skill and just a lot of luck and gravity. Oh shit, dude, we're breaking it down. Gravity, luck, a little bit of skill, and balls.
That's it. It's a secret to life. So everything.
If we're the pinball, what's the flipper? Is it like who's controlling the flipper? Is it some other consciousness? Is it the higher power?
I don't know.
You know?
I guess that goes to show how much pinball and life are alike, dude. You know,
dude.
It's like who's pulling the strings? Who's slapping the buttons on these flippers?
Who's slapping the buttons on them damn flippers?
You know, we just don't know.
And
that's the missing link.
And this gravitational highway is kind of like almost like every pinball machine has that little metal track that goes up and around, and then you don't see the pinball for like a few seconds. And you're like, oh shit,
yeah,
and it's back there doing its thing, and then like it goes back there, and there's like little tiny men back there that like wax the ball, and like nobody knows about those guys.
Oh, dude, yeah. So like when people were like, yeah, I think the universe is a simulation, it's like a pinball simulation.
Yeah, dude. And
all right, what do we got next?
I wonder. Sorry, I have one more thing. What? How long can we stretch this out? Okay, my question.
So before you start, I was thinking in my mind like, I'm gonna keep pushing this a little bit longer and see how far we can go. And then I was like, all right, no, we'll move on. But now you have another one, and it's just hilarious.
But you know how like in pinball you usually get like 3? Is it 3 balls?
I think it depends on which game you're playing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I wonder if that's how actual like our life, like reincarnation, you only get like 3 tries. You know, like if you fuck up 3 times, you're like, hey buddy, you better put another quarter in this machine.
Then what happens?
Yeah, the god's got to decide I'm gonna play this game again, or he just moves on to the next one because.
So that's kind of an interesting question, actually. Like, do you run out of reincarnations? Does it only happen once, or does it like happen like forever?
It depends on how good the game is.
I don't know.
Oh, dude. Also, like, oh shit, I lost my train of thought. Sorry.
Scroll up.
That idea was really fun. Yeah, let's scroll up.
Dude, satanic Oreos, dude.
Satanic symbology in the Oreo. That is weird. I've always wondered what that little antenna meant on the top of the Oreo.
Bro, it's the devil's cookie, bro. The Oreo symbol looks kind of like cinnamon-terry, dog.
Oh, shit, it does. It does kind of look like all smiling cinnamon-terry. Dog.
Dude.
The satanic cross with the little infinity symbol and the two crosses.
Yeah.
I've definitely seen, I mean, yeah. And so where's the Freemason symbol come into play? Because it's upside down. Got it.
Yeah, upside down in the bottom.
Yeah, dude.
Wait, 12 times 5? Does it say 5?
12
or 3?
Times seasons is 12 seasons. 12 times S. I don't know why. I don't know where the S came from. That's kind of a stretch. 12 times S, dude. It stands for seasons.
It's 12 seasons.
Duh.
Not 12 seasonings.
Have you seen that meme? Have you seen that meme where the lady, I guess it's like a teacher, like a kindergarten teacher, and she's like, "What's everybody's favorite season?" And one of the little boys or little girls says, "Garlic powder."
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Oh shit! All right, what else do we got here? Let's see.
It's panoramic of Mars. That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, pray to God. Okay.
Yeah, dude. You see me jump into conclusions the other day, bro?
Where are we talking about?
Where I was like, oh my God, they pulled that episode of Joe Rogan.
Yeah. So do we know what happened, right?
Bro, I'm a terrible conspiracy theorist.
I thought you were onto something.
I thought I was too. But that's what happens like when you're at work and you're just kind of scrolling through some shit really quick and you're like, oh my God, I got to get back to work. And you don't have time to like look into it.
But you have time to like start some shit on a
exactly.
On our page.
Exactly. I'm a terrible conspiracy theorist.
If anybody wants to give us shit, just go to our Facebook page and find out that hey, we make mistakes. But we know why, because all of his videos got taken down because of Spotify.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
but hey, I hadn't seen that before. Like I feel like I have a few downloaded of his, and I don't know. It's weird.
I think I brought that up a couple weeks ago. Like, yeah, I thought that Rogan's videos were not even available on YouTube after December something, but.
That's just like, so did it just happen to happen on that day or something? Because I downloaded a full episode and then it was gone the next day.
Could have.
I don't know. That's weird.
They probably were monitoring your computer and were like waiting for you to do it.
I don't think so.
Yeah, dude. I do. I think so, man. Okay. Well, you totally redeemed yourself with this next post, bud. Oh, bro. Okay. So you texted it to me as well, and I started listening to it, and holy shit. Spaced Out Radio is amazing, guys. Y'all need to check out Spaced Out Radio. It's amazing. Not only do we know the host, but it's just... anyway, this episode... is freaking awesome. Michael Martinez.
This was pretty cool, man.
Michael Martinez.
Was pretty crazy.
The Berkeley Alien PSI experiment. So tell me what you think about this whole thing without giving too much away, because I want people to like watch this and listen to it. Dave Scott on Spaced Out Radio interviewing Michael Martinez. This isn't a story. I've never heard this story.
Dude, it's man, it's a pretty crazy story. I mean, it's like, it was almost like, him finding that other file or like that other account of the almost one of the same things that happened to him as a kid, and
Yeah.
like him remembering it, like that's kind of crazy. And then for him, like I don't know, he's like just kind of come out of nowhere and he's like, hey, so this pretty intense stuff happened to me,
Yeah.
and like I'm cool and everything, like I'm all right, but
Yeah, he's
I
not.
just want those people to like apologize ruining my life.
I
That
love
was so-
that.
Yes, I love the way he the way he was about it. You know,
Yeah.
the story's nuts though.
Dave did a good job of like, he really had to kind of pry a lot of that stuff out of him about from Michael, because he's very much unlike a lot of the people that you hear from stories like this. These really fantastic stories. Most people just want to keep talking and tell you as much information as possible, but Michael was very reserved and like pretty chill about it the whole time.
Yeah.
And you could tell Dave's like, okay, so, but like, tell me. He asked some really good questions, and I'm so glad, because that was stuff that I would not have thought to ask. But yeah, you could tell like he wasn't trying to get famous, or he's not in it to sell a book or something.
Well, yeah, he was just like, I'm just trying to figure out, like, did this happen to anybody else too?
Yeah,
Like,
he's like, I just want them. I want like an apology. Like, this kind of fucked me up a little bit.
Yep.
But
yeah, it was crazy. Like, and it's nuts too, because like it's just one of those things where it's like, man, he was just a kid.
Yeah, first grade. First
he was
grade,
just a kid,
dude.
And they pulled him like that for psychic experiments.
So I don't want to give too much away because I want people to listen to the episode. But
yeah, me either. But it's about these psychic experiments, and like he name drops some people in there. You're like, what?
Yeah, he was. I mean, doing telepathic, or not telepathic, but what's it when you can move stuff with your mind?
Telekinesis.
Telekinesis.
Yeah,
and like making weird shit happen when he was a kid, and then it seems like these people that are in power seem to somehow know when there's gifted children. I was starting to think back, like, were you ever a part of like some gifted program in like elementary school or like middle school or anything like that?
Well, no, I don't think so. I mean, like,
I wasn't either.
I did like OM, but that was it.
So
like,
that was the one thing I thought about, because OM changed to, it was an acronym called Denny when I was in 4th grade. I did Denny.
Right.
And because I remember helping my brother Matt out with OM when I would come and, as a kid, just help him, whatever, and just hang out because I needed something to do. My parents, were like, all right, fine. But yeah, I remember that was the only like gifted program that I ever did. And it started to make me think, like, my teacher in 4th grade that was our coach, our Denny coach, after I think I was like in 5th grade, I got a letter in the mail from him, and it was an invitation to this like gifted school program in the summer. It was like a summer program. I didn't go, but it was weird. Like, I just remember even in the 5th grade thinking, like, I don't want to go to school in the summer. This thing's... But it was like this program for creative kids. And I was thinking, like, that's probably the closest thing I can relate to as far as like a gifted program. But like most of my friends, like, gifted programs were like, oh yeah, your parents do your homework for you. And
right. Yeah. No, the most gifted thing I think I ever did was like have an art lesson with like an actual Italian lady. And like she made pasta. It was cool.
Oh shit, dude, that sounds delicious.
I was like, this is so artsy.
Damn.
I drew a blue bonnet on a rock where I painted it.
What? That sounds
It actually looked kind of badass. Like, it looked pretty cool, actually. I was like, that's pretty good. And I got to eat pasta. Keep sending me here.
That's pretty dope, dude.
Yeah, and then she went back to Italy.
What a slut.
Slut, dude. They just make pasta for you and leave.
Leave, man. Ugh, catch your feelings.
They just squeeze the ravioli right out of your heart, man.
Yeah, dude. Shit, all over the floor, bro. Didn't even put any sauce on it.
So yeah, you guys check out this Michael Martinez, the Berkeley Alien Psi Experiment. check that out. It's on the group page. Pretty interesting. I'm gonna look more into it. I mean, I've only seen like this little video, but I'm gonna kind of look around and see what else I can find, because now I'm like pretty intrigued.
I want those people to apologize to Michael.
Yeah, I do too.
We need to facilitate. We should try to reach out and facilitate an apology video.
Yeah, we should find those fools.
For those fools.
Like, come on, fools.
Hey, fool. Hey, say you're sorry,
y'all
dude.
should apologize to this fool.
Hey, fool. Hey, say you're sorry, dude. Say you're sorry. Shit.
Say you're sorry, fool.
Fool. Why is that
man.
so funny?
I don't know.
We did that the whole week in
Arkansas.
I think
Even Eric started saying it. It was funny.
Yeah. Hey, fool.
Oh, God.
Oh.
All right, what do we got next up here? Oh, hail Earth Gazer.
Oh, shit.
The heaviest matter in the universe.
Earth Gazer. Let's play a little bit.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
I can't hear it. It's heavy, dude.
Yeah. Dope. Love it.
It's like...
I
wonder if it's really a 3-piece. I wonder if somebody's missing. I don't see a bass player. So maybe like... maybe the bass player like...
There's two...
Found a job in California and left.
Like ours did.
Or it was the drummer. The bass player is still here.
Right, yeah. That's actually the bass player playing the drums right now.
Yeah, dude. He was like, "I'll just play drums in this video." Fuck it.
Or he could have an octave pedal. Maybe
you can't like make a video and like not have the drummer and like have drums and stuff.
Yeah.
And just like not have a drummer in it. So the bass player was like, "Well, I guess I'll just play the drums. You won't notice it. Most people don't notice us anyway."
Yeah, most people don't even know what we look like, and it doesn't matter.
Oh man, the struggles of a bass player, dude. Telling you.
I think even the drummer, unless you're Travis Barker, no one knows who you are or what. I don't know. I'm just making shit up, but it's mainly the singer.
What else we got? What's next?
But yeah, that was a cool song. But Tiny Cats. What?
Anomaly Archives.
Yeah, dude.
Voted best library of the month.
Oh, congratulations. That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
Love that, dude.
Doing work.
Dude.
And they're still trying to raise money. They lost their lease where they're at. So they're looking for a new place to lease. So if you guys, go check out Anomaly Archives in Austin and, throw them a couple bucks, help them out, try and find a new home.
Throw them a couple bones, Such good guys. Smiles. Man, what a good guy.
Hell yeah. That place is so awesome.
It is friggin' awesome.
I'm ready for it to like move and like open up again because I want to go back. We got to go and just sit in there all day.
Yeah, dude.
And just read shit.
I want to go. It's friggin' COVID. I would love to just go in there and just sit and watch read books and not touch those ancient books that are in there.
No, definitely not.
Remember we went in that room, we were like, I don't think we should be touching this shit.
We shouldn't touch anything in here.
Yeah.
It was like one of those rooms that was so fragile that like we were like whispering in there.
We were
like whispering around the books.
And then the intern came in. And like I didn't know the whole time because Smiles had texted me and I just didn't see it. He was like, "Hey, so can we reschedule because we've got an intern coming in?" And they're like, we must have just looked like total assholes.
Dude, I thought the same thing. Because then we did it. We went, we interviewed. And then when we got home to put it on the computer, we had noticed that he had messaged us and told us that like it wasn't a good time. But he was so cool about it.
He was so cool.
He was so cool about it. We definitely we got to fix our first time impression.
Yeah,
because we had
probably
no idea.
Just came off so pushy.
I know.
But I mean, he's still
bad.
really nice to us, so that's good.
Yeah. Because then when we went back, we told him, we're like, dude, sorry, we didn't see this message. Like,
Yeah.
my bad.
Our bads.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So this is kind of cool. I think I may check this out.
I have not seen this.
Rachel's alien abduction documentary screening party.
Cool.
Yeah, the chick gets abducted. It's crazy.
Damn.
I saw the trailer on Musicians Awakening. I think they have an actual trailer.
Is it virtual?
Yeah, I think so.
Dude, I'm gonna definitely go.
You're going? Hell yeah, dude.
No, I'm gonna show up to her house.
Hey, I came to watch the movie with you.
I brought my own pasta. You can have any.
I came to watch your movie with you at your house.
Don't talk to me. I'm gonna watch
I didn't know how to put it on my computer, so I figured I would just come to your house because I knew you have to be watching it.
Yeah.
It's your movie.
I know it's 6:30 in the morning, but I'm still drunk and I haven't gone to sleep yet. I hope you have food.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Well, that's gonna be dope. All right, what's next?
Dude, next, Joseph.
Do we want to
preach, brother? Preach.
I gotta watch that video. I haven't seen it.
Wake up. Are you paying attention?
Oh shit.
Look at what's happening all around. Are you lost in the illusion?
Yeah. Hey, guys, we were on What If Tomorrow podcast. If you haven't checked that one out yet, go over there to What If Tomorrow podcast and check those guys out.
Yeah,
they're pretty awesome. We had a great time over there. Talked about some alien stuff.
Dude.
Talked about
Santa.
Some Santa. We talked Santa stuff with them.
Oh, that was on the next one. That's on the...
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, but, Solar Warden. Yeah. Solar Warden,
cool.
Secret Space Force. We talked about a bunch of shit.
We did.
William was it sounded like I was listening to my two favorite podcasts at the same time.
We talked about armadillos.
Oh, yeah.
And squirrels. We did. We talked about everything.
We really did. I feel like we talked a lot about, woodland creatures.
Oh, man.
Those guys are so cool, man.
And then Philip posted this Merry Christmas 2020, the UAP Studies podcast. Their image of the UFO that crashed into Santa's sleigh. Yeah. That's awesome.
I think it's kind of fucked up that they're taking the alien away and Santa is just being treated very respectfully and he's like pissed off.
The gray away.
Oh, whoa.
Hey.
Whoa, what just happened?
There you go. Now you're back. I don't know. What'd you do?
I didn't do anything, dude. What did you do?
I didn't do anything, bro.
I was just saying it was fucked up that they're taking the alien away. Like, this kind of racist.
It is a little racist.
And Santa's like an angry white man. Like, it's not my fault. I've only had a couple beers.
It doesn't even have insurance.
Yeah, well, I mean, in that case, he would be right. Yeah. Yep. Santa's got probably the best insurance. He's probably got...
Oh, he probably does.
What kind of insurance do you think he has?
I don't know. Maybe...
Santa's got Geico and the alien's got Grayco.
Grayco. Oh, I see what you did there.
Did you like that, dude?
I thoroughly enjoyed it, actually.
Oh, shit. All right, nice.
Let's see. Did you see the Tucker Carlson talks underwater UFOs?
Do we want to watch it, or do you know enough about it?
I mean, we don't have to watch it. They're just basically talking about this underwater UFO that they had seen. Tucker Carlson talks underwater UFOs. We've never imagined something like that. I mean,
he's been in the news a lot talking about UFOs lately.
Yeah, he's like the alien news guy.
I fucking love it.
He's been covering it a lot.
So what did he say about the USOs?
I'm not sure. I don't think I did. I watched a little bit of this one. There's been a few stories floating around lately about like this triangle that they saw come out of the water.
Yeah.
I'm not
But
sure
there's
if it was like
there's no video of it, right?
no. And I at first like I wasn't sure what was happening because you've seen the video of like the triangle up in the sky that looks like the Batman balloon.
No.
You haven't seen that one either?
Nuh-uh.
It's like this. So there's like an F-18 pilot and he's flying and he takes out his.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
it looks like a stink bug.
Yeah. But I don't know. Like, what do you think about that?
It looks like a stink bug on the windshield. But I mean, dude, I'm so disappointed that that's what I actually feel that way. Like, I don't know. It's almost like it's kind of I'm letting myself down, and I'm probably letting down a lot of people listening to this like right now because we're not like freaking out about it. But it's so it's hard to I want to be skeptical, but at the same time it's also fun to think if it looked more real, I'd be super excited, or if it was bigger in the photo. I'm so picky. I
just want to know, like, who first saw that and was like, that looks like that Batman balloon. like what? Like, I didn't even know that there was a Batman balloon that like that. Who knew that? Who knew that there was a Batman balloon that looked just like that? I want to know who that guy was.
So I'm looking up at what a Batman balloon is.
Look up Batman balloon UFO.
Oh my God. Dude, that's it. That's it right there.
That's what it looks like.
Oh my God. That is what it looks like.
But is it like misinformation or like disinformation through like the media? Like,
it could be. I think I think you and I are both pretty sensitive to like our gut feelings, and my gut feeling is like I'm not convinced. That's where I'm going with it. It's not as exciting as I probably would be way more excited 2 years ago about that photo.
Well, I don't know, man. Like I think like
I guess sorry to cut you off, but looking at the pilot himself came out and is he talking about it? Is he staking his career on this photo? Because if he is, then that means something.
Well, they were making a big deal about it because they were like, it was supposed to be like a classified photo or something, but then I guess the guy who took the image was like, well, there's no photos of the inside of the cockpit. It's just out the window. So there's no like instruments or anything like that could give away sensitive information about the aircraft. So there's no reason that it should be like covered up. So
right.
I guess he like leaked it out or something.
Yeah.
But I know that like they tried to give him shit for it, I guess, but I don't know, like people will say, why would the government spend all this time and effort trying to like keep that a secret and money with all of this stuff? And it's like, well, I don't know. Like, I think maybe they like would, I think they would waste money.
Like probably would. They waste a lot more money on a lot less important shit.
And like, there's been so much like, I guess, legit stuff that's been coming out lately. They were like, let's start muddying the waters. They don't know the difference.
I mean, apparently there's been more sightings in the water than there has been in the skies. So it's just that less people live on the water, especially in the middle of the ocean where there's like military exercises going on. So who knows, man? They probably don't have to spend as much money out there as they do in the cities,
Yeah, definitely. But
all right, I'm flipping. I'm thinking it's real. I'm flipping right now.
You think you're flipping?
I think it's real.
What makes you think it's real?
Just because I started thinking about like why would that pilot leak that out? And also what if it's not a bug on the windshield, which it might be. I'd have to look at the clarity of the pixels in Photoshop. I need like a high resolution photo of it. If it was taking it on an iPhone, I could look at the artifacts to see if it was photoshopped or at what distance, because big objects at a certain distance, it does weird things to pixels when you are closer up to them. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you should definitely take a look at that because so the thing that makes me think that it could be real is that one, I don't know what distance it is, you know?
Well, that's
And
one
then
thing you can estimate because if it's a small object at a really far distance, you could tell the pixels are going to be a lot blurrier. There's going to be a lot of haze. It's called haze artifacts. And then if it's a big object at a shorter distance, it's a lot clearer. There's less pixel haze. There's a lot less artifact haze.
So I'm just thinking to myself, if it's a balloon, I think they said it was like 18 inches big or something.
Okay.
And which that isn't very big.
No.
So like if a F-18 pilot is like hauling ass through the air, would you even be able to see that?
You'd have to get fucking close for it. You said 18 inches?
I think that's what they said. Let me see. Measurements of Batman balloon. Let me Google that. Hold on. You know how long it takes me to Google.
Oh, yeah, okay. Dude, you got to type with those two fingertips.
Measurements.
You could hear it.
Oh, no. Hold on.
There's a lot more. By the way,
Man.
for those photo people out there listening and are calling me an idiot right now, I know that there's a lot more to that pixel thing and like measuring distances or estimating distances. I'm just telling you, like, that's what I know, and it's probably just the tip of the iceberg.
It's 28 inches.
That's what she said.
Yep, 28 inches.
That's what he estimated it as?
No, that's what it says. I'm looking it up. It's on Etsy. Batman 28-inch jumbo foil mylar balloon.
I thought you were talking about the spacecraft.
Well, yeah. Well, okay. So if it is a balloon, it's 28 inches.
Got it. Okay, so it can't be that balloon, dude. We gotta pull up that photo, dude. What should I search?
Type
military aircraft takes photo of UFO 2020.
F-18 bat.
Me. Dang it. Everything is the Tic Tac or the gimbal, dude. God.
I know, dude. It's hard.
Found it. Leaked government photo shows motionless cubed-shaped UFO. It did look like a cube to me. So, oh, dude, that's cool. I'm gonna pull it up in Photoshop and see what it looks like. See, I can already tell there's some weird artifacts in the haze. Can you see my screen?
Let me see. Hold on. I was looking it up too. I see like this mermaid chick with a bear.
What? Oh my god.
Yeah, I can see your screen. So what do you think? You think, see, that's what I'm saying. Like,
so this is what I'm talking about with artifacts. There's some weird haze around it, which tells me that the pixels in the you would see this weirdness all everywhere in the sky, because look at the pixels in the sky are pretty uniform. There's a little artifact here that could be a smudge on the windshield. But it is specifically around this object. There's some haze. There's some weirdness going on. So that either tells me it was photoshopped in, or it was moving around a little bit, or maybe it could be so many different things. You what you want to do is like look at like references. We know that this is a reflection, and you could see a little bit of artifacts going on. It's like little squares, and then there's this little thing. It could be a reflection too, but that to me, I don't know what it could be. So many different things.
Like, I don't know. Like, is a 28-inch balloon like that big, that high up? I mean, he's got to be pretty close to it if it is a balloon.
That looks pretty fucking big. I would guess that that's probably like 50 yards away.
Yeah, it doesn't look that far.
So like 50 yards away and at like 10 feet across. That's what it looks like to me. I'm just guessing. I'm just guessing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Everybody's been thinking about it.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I figured I'd bring it up a little bit.
Hell yeah.
But
all right. Well, we spent way too much time on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go to the Vatican stuff.
Oh yeah, dude. Holy shit. Look at that, bro.
Isn't that
Look
crazy?
at that. Okay. So did you get my comment? Like, did they pull this? Was this made specifically by an artist for this nativity scene, or was this taken out of the Vatican vaults?
I think it was made by a specific artist, but when I first saw it, that was my immediate thought was like, dude, I wonder if they're pulling this shit from like underneath the Vatican. Like if that's something that existed thousands of years ago that the Vatican just so happened to get its hands on.
Yeah.
And like, what if the Vatican like pulls some like secret shit out every year and puts it, like on display, and we just think it's by an artist.
Yes.
Dude,
Yes.
I'm going to Google that really quick, actually. Like who built the Vatican's nativity scene? I'm going to Google that.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't know, but what do you think about that, dude? It looks pretty crazy, huh?
Dude, it's a spaceman.
It's
a spaceman.
And what's that thing behind him, man? The blue one with the goblin helmet and the shield?
Yeah, it's his little guard guy. He's protecting him from all of harm. And also this little alien astronaut is giving birth, or what do you think it is? What do you think that is?
I think those are the three wise men.
Coming out of his stomach?
No. I think like those guys. I think there's like another one somewhere. There's a few pictures. I just picked a couple of them, but there's all kinds of stuff on the stage. I'm wondering if those are like the three wise men, and they're carrying gifts.
Oh yeah, you're right. It is. Yeah, I think so. So there's something in the middle that looks like a Tesla coil, and then there's like lightning going on behind them. And then 1, 2, 3. There's the astronaut on the left, and there's some little chingadera in the middle, and then there's Josep and Mehri.
Okay, so I just looked it up. No, wait. Okay, no, hold on. Art teacher defends.
What are those?
Maybe it is. This scene was made by students and teachers from an Italian region known for ceramics. It's morning edition. Art teacher defends 2020 nativity scene. Huh.
Like with a sword?
Mary, Joseph, and an astronaut?
Well, whatever that didn't look like he's carrying frankincense or myrrh. It looks like
gold.
Or some kind of
gold
sphere. Is that what it says? Or the moon? It looks like the moon, dude.
It does. It looks like the moon. Yeah,
the moon.
It does look like the moon.
I like the way you say moon.
Moon. Dude, I don't know. So
what if this is depicting it, like subtly depicting years ago the Earth was in chaos. Life was barely able to survive. The oceans were all over the place. Pangea was not even a thing. Like next day, the ocean would be all over Pangea. It would be like a whitewash. But we needed the moon to calm the seas and put the Earth in a balance. And that's when an alien race brought the moon to balance
the moon,
to balance out the Earth, dude. The moon.
Maybe that's,
I don't know,
man.
That's what the three wise men are. The three wise men are three different species of alien that came and brought different things to balance out the Earth so that it could be a habitable place to do an experiment on consciousness.
I thought they were like African and Arab dudes.
Well, they could well be.
Who knows?
Who knows?
I don't know. I thought it was pretty interesting, man. Like, what if like now that the United States has started releasing some of its like information and this and that, now the Vatican is like, oh yeah, we could do that too. Like, what if it's like this like disclosure? You know, I don't know. Like, I've kind of given up like on just the word disclosure in general.
It's already happened.
Yeah, I think it's already like, yeah.
They're slipping it in so subtly, and I don't think there's really an agenda really anymore. I used to, conspiracy mind. There could be a group of people that's like, working on other shit, like maintaining the narrative or directing the narrative in a certain way, but disclosure has already happened, dude. Like, come on. There's aliens. I feel that way too. But people nobody wants to think about that right now. Like, they got bills to pay.
I mean, it's still like, it's still a very, it's still it's a very important topic still. Like, but I'm saying like, for like, I don't know. There's so much like disclosure talk, but I don't know. In my opinion, I feel like it's more like, okay, disclosure happened. Like, this is now like figuring out what the hell it is talk. Like, who do we expect to disclose this stuff to us? Like, who? You were expecting the government to disclose it to you? Also, you're not going to. If you want anybody to disclose anything to you, it should be the ET race who's disclosing themselves to you.
Dude, that is, I align with that as well.
Because I don't know, you don't know, the government doesn't know, the abductees don't know. They just kind of like have an idea, and they're like, well, I mean, ultimately, I guess I don't know. I can, point out some stuff, but like, the only person who could disclose anything to us is them.
Yeah. Yeah, like, what are we waiting for? There's what more evidence do you need other than, not even evidence, but if we're taking like a national crisis, a worldwide crisis like COVID, and paying attention to how much it's been talked about in the media, and it's just never going away, and it's just this perpetuated thing. If that same subject were focused on aliens, it's like the public doesn't really want to know about COVID every single second of the day. It's just kind of been shoved in our faces. If there was a focus instead of COVID on this alien thing, what would be it would be different. That would be disclosure, right? That would be what everybody's waiting for.
Yeah. If other stuff wasn't going on right now, like all the people who are into politics and all the people who are into all this stuff, and it like consumes them. It's like, do you just turn the TV off when Tucker Carlson talks about aliens? Or like, have you not heard this? Like, you watch the news all the time. You're so informed, but like you missed that for some reason. Like, how do you miss like that piece?
Yeah. They changed the channel, or they stopped listening. They turn on Survivor.
It's puzzling. It's puzzling.
The public is cherry picking what they're paying attention to. Again, going back to that, like what's being shoved in our faces. I think that's what everybody's waiting for. You can deny it when the media isn't talking about it. You're like, that's not real. Like, the media is not talking about the 9/11 event, the false flag, everything surrounding that whole conspiracy. Like the media is not talking about it, therefore people can say that's not real. But if the media was talking about it every fucking day and shoving it down our throats, then there's no denying it.
People would think it'd be real,
and then people would get pissed off at you for not believing the media that it's real.
Yeah,
there'd be those truthers out there like, hey, hey, you're offending me by not believing what's being told to us every day.
Yeah. You either don't believe anything, or you only believe it whenever they say what you wanted them to say.
Exactly. Listen, what Jess is like singing, and after the week she's had, she's in there just laughing it up, having a good time.
That's good.
We won't talk about that, but yeah.
So, what do you think about this big ass museum?
So tell me more about this. So
have you seen all the photos? The photos are pretty cool. They look pretty awesome,
dude. It looks amazing. I thought they were all renders though, right? They're renderings. They're not. It's not real.
I guess so. Yeah.
Dude,
they're all rendered.
Look at that shit, bro. What if Egypt, like, the pyramids and all that, and the tombs and all that, what if they're actually museums too? Like, what if this is the second iteration of preserving all these artifacts? What if, like, why we can't figure out the full story? It's because it was a museum to begin with, and this is just the second version.
Like, if you were able to like talk to like an ancient king from Egypt, you'd be like, what were the tombs for? What were the pyramids for? And he was like, oh, those were just museums.
We don't know either. Like, I went once when I was a kid. It was pretty cool.
Cool stuff.
And they're like, so what does this sign mean? It says bathrooms this way.
Bathroom
That way. Like, if you were able to animate a mummy and ask him, like, hey, so the whole world's waiting, like, what does this sign mean? It means don't poop right now. The toilets are under service. Only number 1.
Yeah, that looks. It looks like it's going to be a pretty cool museum. Actually, I don't know if those are renderings, dude. I think those are real pictures.
That looks real.
Because they're putting it together. They got to be. I mean, they're building it right now. So
slap my ass and call me Charlie. That looks real, bro.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah, that's.
I think a couple of those were probably renderings, but that's real. That looks pretty cool.
That's got to be real.
You know.
Yeah,
like that's going to be like a super cool museum, but you know how there's a lot of debate now surrounding Egypt and everything that people know. What's his name? Zawani Hawass or something like
Hawass,
that.
Yep. The sheriff of antiquities who like doesn't he doesn't take no shit, doesn't let anybody touch Egypt.
No.
without a $1 million check.
So is this a museum of lies? This museum is full of lies.
What? Okay, sorry. Keep going.
Like Graham Hancock will never go there.
What? So what happened to the Sphinx, dude? They were digging under the Sphinx and they found a chamber like Graham had been saying for years, and they fucking found one, and no one's talking about it.
Well, we can get into old Boriska and we can bring that up.
All right,
that's kind of part of the story.
Well, shit, I must not have gotten that far.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, let's do it. I mean, yeah, that was pretty much it. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, dude.
Stop share.
All right, dude. So I was like,
Boriska.
let's talk Boriska. Let's talk about Boriska Kipriyanovich. So it's this Russian kid, right? I was watching this video of him. He was like 11 years old. But so the claim is that this little kid, after like 2 weeks after he was born, like he was able to like raise his head and like look around and stuff.
Creepy.
Yeah, like he advanced really fast, and like apparently by the time he was like 3, he was already like reading and stuff, and like reading like math and doing like math problems and all kinds of crazy shit. And then like I guess his mom was saying that like when he was younger, he was like really into like astrophysics and like all these, just crazy science books.
Yeah.
He would, he was talking about like distances between galaxies and stuff like that. So like one night, I guess there was like all these adults and they were sitting around this campfire, and he was like, hey, I want to tell you a story. And he starts to like tell the story about how like he used to live on Mars, and like he had all these details, and he was like, he flew a craft.
He was a pilot.
And he was a pilot, and there was like this war on Mars. There's, just I guess it was like perpetual war, dude. Like they just kept fighting all the time. But they were like, well, how the hell does this kid like know all this stuff? Like he knew like places like on Mars, he knew like all kinds of stuff. So when they start talking to him, like now he's 11, and I don't know. It's like one of those things where like, how like these kids have these memories, but then like as they get older, they just lose them for some reason.
Yeah, we were talking about that recently.
Yeah, we were talking about that
on the What If
Phil in there. Yeah, we were talking about
reincarnation and shit.
And that's kind of what got me thinking about this story, is because I ran across it a while ago, and I just, I was like, yeah, that's interesting. So, I mean,
going into detail here, he does go into some some specifics about the ships that he was able to see on Mars. And he was a pilot, but correct me if I'm wrong, but there's two types of ships. There was one that was like a triangle shape, and there were smaller kind of fleet craft. And then there was a bigger one that was kind of like a drop.
Yeah.
And that held ships in the hull or whatever. And that's the one that he would fly, the big one.
Right.
And then he
talked... No. He only flew the small ones.
Oh, okay.
The triangle ones.
Okay, got it. So he was talking about propulsion. They started getting into propulsion. And I've got a question for you, but I'll say this for the listeners that don't know about it, but when he gets into propulsion, he starts talking about, so we had like ion propulsion, and this is 2007 or something like this. He's talking about this. And because if he's 11, he was born in 1996. So 2007.
So now he's like in his 20s.
He's 24 now. I did the math. So this is 2007. He's talking about this. He says, I didn't know about ion drives until like a couple of years ago, but I mean, it's probably existed for a while. It's like at its rudimentary form in space, ion drives are pretty effective, but in an atmosphere, it's pretty shitty. Like you don't want an ion drive. It's way more efficient in space with combustible engines. It's still a combustible kind of like, in a way. But he said like, there's a difference between our technology and alien technology. We don't like the warring factions don't want to share technology. Like, why would you? Like, we're all at war. Why would you just give away our shit, like technology? So he goes on to describe like, we either had some kind of like thrusters or ion drive just to get in between our solar system and go from planet to planet. But if you wanted to go to a different galaxy, we would go into a wormhole, and it would just it's just simple. You just make a wormhole and you just show up, a couple seconds later. I thought that was super interesting.
Because he would say like even in his craft, they would like, as soon as they would lift off Mars, they would be arriving to Earth already. Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
Yeah, that must have been. So tell me more about that. Like, was he describing the ion drive or the wormhole kind of thing?
He was just talking about the craft that he flew, and that's what would happen. Like it was just it was pretty quick. That's why so if you wanted to travel within your solar system, like you would fly that triangular craft. But if you wanted to go to another solar system, you would hop in that drop thing.
Dude,
and that carried like 2 or 3 ships, he said.
Yeah. You know what that made me think of just now is you ever watch Futurama?
Yeah, I'm not like a religious watcher, but I've seen at least 30 episodes.
Same. I mean, I named my dog after Nibbler, but I mean, I'm not like a huge fan. But what I do remember about the way that their ship flies is it actually takes antimatter and makes the universe move around it, and it actually just stays still.
Yeah,
that's what makes me think of like that visual that you just gave of leaving Mars and then you're at Earth. That's what it just makes me think of. Like, you're just bringing space past you. Yeah, and you're just, like, hanging out.
Yeah.
That's what it made me think of.
I guess that's that whole theory of the 2 dots on the piece of paper, and you fold it and they touch. You're just bringing space closer to you.
Oh, dude. I keep kicking my charger. Oh, I guess it's fine. Oh, well.
But so, did you watch that video that I sent you? Like, I know you didn't watch the whole thing, but you got into it.
The interview of Boriska. Yeah, I got pretty far. I got like 30, 35, 45 minutes, and it's like an hour long. So what I got to is basically that. Like, he's talking about the warp drive stuff, and then the warring factions, and then. Does he? I thought it was so sad because he was like, they were asking, did he have any friends in his past life? Did he? So anyway, we didn't even talk about this. That he's remembering things from his past life. It's not like him himself was there, but he was like, I thought it was so sad. The lady was asking him, do you remember anybody else from your time there? And he said, yeah, there, not here. I don't have any friends right here on Earth. And I was like, oh man, poor guy, like 11 years old, shit.
They're like, what don't you like about Earth people. And he was nice about it. He was like, I don't like to talk bad about people.
Yeah.
He was like, I can say some nice things about Earth people, but he still called himself a Martian.
Oh, is that what? Okay, I didn't pick up on that. Damn.
Yeah, and that's what he called them. He said, "Yeah, we're Martians."
Whoa.
That was like the race of his people were Martians, and they weren't like small gray things. They were apparently pretty tall and pretty big.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, and because he had seen a video of like some like typical small gray aliens, and he was like, "That's not what we look like." Like he kind of got upset about it.
No shit.
He was like, "That's not what we look like."
Oh my god.
And then they asked him. He was like, "Yeah, we're taller and we're bigger,
more powerful."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember him saying something about being more powerful, like being able to move stuff.
And then they were saying like his doctor or whatever was talking about how they think he has psychic abilities, like because of his intuition and like he's just real sensitive and stuff.
Yeah.
It was kind of like, I don't know, for a little bit there, I was kind of thinking that like, because during the interview, they would keep saying like, tell the truth, tell them about this, tell them about that.
Yeah, they kept having to egg him on.
Yeah, to talk about it.
Right.
And like, to me, that was a little suspicious.
Right.
But
it's
at
okay.
the same time,
we're friends.
Yeah. I didn't really like. I didn't much care for the interviewer.
Yeah.
Like but I don't know. It was kind of weird, but at the same time, like he's starting to forget. Like he's starting to forget these pieces of the story.
Yeah.
And it's like the mom was like, yeah, he said he was from Mars. And then he told this crazy ass story.
Yeah.
And people are like, well, what's this crazy story? And she's like, well, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
And then people come and see him. And then he's like, oh, I'm starting to forget.
Yeah. I don't really want to talk about it.
And his mom's like, yo, I just told all these people you're from Mars.
That's what it felt.
You better remember the story, bro.
That's what it felt like, dude, the whole time. I'm like,
Yeah. It was a little bit cringy.
It was cringy. Because he was like, the kid was looking down and he was like shy. And there was like little spurts where he would talk a little bit. And he started getting a little bit more comfortable towards the middle and the third quarter. But
then again, like, can you sit an 11-year-old down for 3 hours and expect him to keep eye contact with you and like not fidget and look around? And
yeah, that's a good point. Yeah,
he was
just looking down and like just like all over the place. Also, his fucking mullet is sick, dude.
Sick.
I loved his hair. I want that haircut.
Dude was partying in the back.
Fuck yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
But yeah, man, I don't know. Like, he even talked about, he was like, I don't remember much from Mars. I don't know what's important on Mars anymore. He's like, I can barely even remember how to put together a simple phaser. I was like, what?
What's
like,
a phaser?
Like a gun, like a laser gun.
What?
He was like, I barely remember how to put together a simple phaser gun. Like he knew about it, and like he knew about the ship that like he flew on and all this other stuff. But it was kind of crazy because he's like, yeah, it's assumed that I died on Mars, and he said that the Martians created this crystal, and this crystal would attract souls because there's not a lot of souls on Mars. But since they were warring all the time, they would trap these souls and they would reincarnate into more bodies so they wouldn't run out of like soldiers. They were low on soldiers.
Dude.
So they would harvest these souls and put them back into bodies.
Oh my God. Dude, that is such a cool concept. Oh, dude. Whoa.
Yeah.
What? Dude, hold on. Maybe that's why they're here, is because the Earth has some kind of shit on it that's attracting souls, and you need souls to make.
Well, that's what he says. He says that the reason that he's here now is because when their planet was destroyed completely, he was like, somebody broke the crystals and the souls got out. So a lot of them came to Earth.
Scientology.
They incarnated on Earth, but it doesn't have anything to do with like, you
Gilgamesh
having like a million things attached to you and dropping shit into a volcano and all that stuff. But
yeah.
That's what he says, is that the souls from there had nowhere to go, so they ended up coming to Earth, and that's why they're incarnating here on Earth now.
I wonder how many of us have been Gilgamesh in the past.
All of us?
From the Gilgamesh tribe. You remember that episode of South Park with the Catholic Church?
I don't remember that.
And
one.
they show like the Catholic there's some kind of meeting where like all the bishops and popes and stuff. And there's like an alien in the stands. It's like this big blob type person. He's like, from the Gilgamesh tribe. It's when all that kid,
haven't seen it.
It's all from all that kid diddling that was happening with the Catholic religion a while back.
Yes, dude.
Not that it's not still happening, but
but I don't know. Interesting story. I think you should check it out. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And he disappeared. Nobody knows where he's at now.
For real?
Yeah, nobody knows.
Boriska Kipriyanovich. Kipriyanov.
You can just Google.
Yeah.
Boy claims to be from Mars.
Yeah.
And you'll find it. It's hard to find like a whole lot on it.
Yeah, it was
if
just
you
that
YouTube
one
it,
interview.
it's a lot of like videos that aren't in English. It's pretty crazy.
Damn, dude, that's nuts. So there we go. It happens in other places. This kind of stuff happens in other places other than the U.S. That's always like a catch that people try to like, gotcha. Seems like only be an American thing, like this alien thing. I'm like, no, dude. Have you heard of Boriska, dude? Get at me, dude.
Yeah, we're pretty late to the party.
Yeah.
Everybody else already knows.
Yeah, man. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I still want to finish it. It's hard to listen to and watch and not watch. Like, yeah,
you have to watch it because he explains stuff and you can read what he's saying.
Yeah.
They have the translation there for it.
Yeah. I felt like I was understanding Russian after watching that whole thing. I was like, oh shit, I know Russian, but I was just reading, so I tricked myself.
Yeah. He does make a claim though that there's like a massive disaster that we're supposed to have. He claimed that there was supposed to be like a major flood. It was going to flood everywhere.
When was that supposed to happen?
2009 or 2012, I think is what he said. But
man, predicting stuff is such a slippery slope.
It is.
It's yeah. David Wilcock has had a tough road, bud. I still watch his videos, man. He has started this. He just came out with one yesterday that I worked late a couple nights ago. 2 nights ago. Worked till like 1:30 in the morning trying to finish up a bunch of projects, and I listened to this like 3-hour show. And he has started to have this co-host. His name is Danny and something. And he kind of talks like this with a really thick accent, and he's like a really kind of a funny guy. And this guy's got a pretty interesting story, but yeah, they make a lot of predictions and they really seem to know what's going on, and that's slippery, bud. I don't know. They really claim to know what the fuck's going on. It's kind of like, oh, dude, you probably shouldn't be doing that. I don't
take any part in that.
I feel like it's coming from a good place, but at the same time, it seems kind of cringy. But I can't stop. I can't look away, dude. I can't stop watching it.
I'm sure there's like a million other better things you could watch.
Yes. Yeah.
Pertaining to the same subject.
Yeah. Well, if anybody knows of anything better, hit me up.
They're gonna be like, that's your job, buddy.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Oh man, yeah. Well, I'm about out of stuff, man. Just wanted to get a nice short and sweet one out tonight.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that was fun.
Holidays are coming up, so
holidays.
get together sometime next week and just bang one out real quick, dude.
So are we gonna do like a Christmas themed episode or what? Like, because we kind of already did one with. I really wanted that for our podcast, dude. Like, that was such a good episode with the Santa Claus and Krampus, dude. Holy shit.
We could do a Mr. Hanky episode. The Legend of Mr. Hanky.
Dude. Yes. Mr. Hanky, the Christmas poo. I love him and he loves you.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's more to the song. It's great. Dope.
Yeah. Hell yeah, man. All right, man. Well, that's it for me, dude.
Yeah. All right, brother.
I'll talk to you later.
All right. Holla. Peace.
Have a good one.
Goodbye.